Hey there. So, this is a very, very special Drex's Tech Boy blog about plane bending with caps and all of the fun things that come out of that. So, to begin, cap as I'm working with it is this concept of having a single arc that your hand moves back and forth along on. One route along the arc, it's doing an extension. The other route, it's doing an anti-spin flower. And of course, it switches back and forth between the two at the very ends of the arc. So, in terms of plane bending in and out of here, you can technically do it, I think, along any position in the cap. But the four easiest that I've found are the 4 points at which it is furthest away from, I guess, the center point, which would be even with your shoulders, which are in the loop, post loop, at the very end of the extension, and this point right after the extension. Loop, post loop, extension, post extension, right? Of the four of these, the point post loop I found is the easiest to get into because it essentially amounts to a plane bent 4-petal anti-spin flower, which you can see from the front, oops, like so. And it's easy enough to turn this into a set of caps by just adding an extension to break up each transition. Right? From the front. Slightly harder is getting it post-extension, which winds up being more plane bending in the kind of traditional sense of it. From the front. Gets a little bit more interesting when we start talking about the loop and the extension following it. So from the loop, you can also just as easily think of it as say, a horizontal anti-spin flower, like such, that you can then use to transition to another cap 90 degrees off the original one. And it gets interesting here because then you can choose whether you're going to, say, continue the motion. Like right now I'm doing the loop on the way up. I pause here, go over here, and I can continue the loop on the other side, like so. Or, alternatively, I can float back down so I can skip the entire top part of the cap in the course of doing that turn. Or I can completely reverse the direction of the cap so that instead of doing the loop on the way up, I'm doing the loop on the way down. Like so. And then, once again, it's easy enough to switch back out and do the loop that way. From the front, all these. So first and foremost, the basic continuation of motion. Stop midway up. Continue the route up, like so. Or I skip the top part of the circle, or the cap rather, like so. Or I reverse the direction of the cap, like so. Wait. That's it. So, all these options are also available to us in the extension on the way down, like so. So the fun part comes when you put this together with multiple poi and try each of these transitions. So to start with, what I'm going to do is just the basic cap as I know it, which is just hands essentially meeting top and bottom, so I guess you could consider it at the same time, and splitting out to doing caps on the side like this. So, post loop. From the front. Post extension. Inside. Trying to tell not to break anything in this room. We'll see how successful I am. And finally, loop and extension. So loop. From the front. And extension. In front. Oops. So these clearly are just a few of the parameters that you can play around with. I haven't even gotten into, what if, say, we want to turn 90 degrees when you do that stall out in the loop or the extension. No, interesting, it's easier for the extension. Anyways, so hopefully this is a good starting off point, and it'll inspire some of you out there to make some videos. So go to it, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Peace.